Sometimes less, sometimes more. Depends on the tree. Unfortunately, you know, if the tree's got to be removed, then it has to be. For a case like this, a few dead branches, I'll go back up with the 230 show, I'll get that other piece. So little by little, we've been whittling away at that dead branch, trying to make it last a day. Yeah, that's got to be gotten too. But from where I am now, what I would have to do is climb to where I'm tied in, descend out that way, and then come down from above it. Some bigger trees will just set 2 lines, one for each side.
Oh, wow.
Could work one side on the way up, switch, come down the other side.
How long does it take you to get into your gear?
A minute.
Looking like hours.
2 seconds.
And how did you become certified in this?
Well, there's a group called the International Society of Arboriculture.
Yeah?
It certifies all of them.
Yeah, they had a convention in Hartford last weekend.
Well, most of it got blown out because of the storm, you know?
Exactly.
A lot of people didn't get to go.
Right.
But
Oh, too bad.
about a third of them didn't come.
are you involved?
No, I was in Hartford.
Oh. Get your lights back?
Yeah.
Yeah, finally.
Sunday.
When you do a branch like that, I've seen sometimes where they put almost a tar over it.
That was old technology.
Okay.
It's been like, they've done tests and studies, and covering the wound doesn't really help healing.
Really?
Yeah, it's better. The tree has its own system of...
Because I've been told to stop the bugs from getting in, because when it's open like that, it's easier for
well,
them to get in.
Yes and no. Bugs can't chew through solid wood. It would take many years for that to become soft enough for them to go into it. If you've ever looked at where a branch has been pruned before, like the one above it, you'll see a ring starting. It's like tan or gray, and it's over time it will close itself.
Okay.
So to some degree, yes. But if you start looking around at different trees, let's look at that one. Go up first 8-10 feet, that branch shoots to the left. Let's just keep going straight, and you're going to see a hole about that big facing you. Right?
Yes.
About 3 or 4 feet above that first branch. That's a healing wound that has been cut. As long as you don't take the wrong cut or take too much off, there are cells there that when you cut, those cells become activated. And they start to put out wound wood, and that will eventually come back in 5 or 6 years for a visit. Come right back to this spot.
And
you'll see that it'll be starting to creep its way around. And usually what happens is it will close before the wood will get rotten. There will be some decay, but the tree has got a system of its own that it isolates that decay. So the tar, it really doesn't do much, and we shy away from it now.
Oh, okay.
Cory, I was in Colonial Williamsburg some years ago, and they have this huge beech tree with the big spreading branches that are parallel to the ground, and it wasn't cabled up. And what the guy there said, and they left all the leaf litter underneath it, and what the guy said was that, first of all, the leaf litter provides protection against the compaction of the soil, but also that leaving the tree untethered, uncabled,
makes it stronger.
Make it stronger.
If you cut one of these branches on a very lateral, you'll find that, I'm sorry, I got a hangnail that just died. I wasn't threatening you or anything like that.
No,
I just had a hangnail. It keeps getting caught in my pocket.
Nail trimming method.
It just keeps getting caught in my pocket.
What do you want?
The center of the branch is called a pith. When you cut through a branch, you'll find usually the pith is dead center, but not always. A lot of times, more wood grows on top of center, and the center will be like 1/3 up from the bottom. The tree is reacting to the stress, and it's putting more wood on top to hold it than it is.
So it gives it added strength.
Yes.
Like your muscles are on
yes.
top.
So if you cut a lateral limb, a lot of times you'll find that that limb, instead of being round, maybe oblong, with more material on top than the bottom. When you put a cable in place, the cable takes the load off. That load is what causes the tree to put on additional wood and strength. Once you cable a tree, it's like putting it in a wheelchair, so to speak. It's never going to get any stronger.
Yeah, it atrophies.
That's even a better description. So the movement builds strength to a point. Depends on what kind of tree it is. If it's a weak, brittle type of wood, you may need that downward cable. But if it's a super strong kind of wood, you can have a 30-foot branch that's a foot thick and it'll hold its own weight. But it does accumulate more wood on top than the bottom. Putting the cable in takes that stress off and doesn't build muscle anymore. Atrophied is a great way to explain it.
Thank you so much.
All right.